but I'm probably not going to get out for any exercise tomorrow. Probably won't get outside. Maybe. The weather is supposed to be absolutely terrible, so we'll see. So I thought I would film a little bit from my little adventure with Griffin today. But it's a little windy out here. It's warm. The sky back here is lovely. Oh, that's much better. That makes me look much better too. But yeah, so yeah, there's the tallest mountain in North America, Denali. It's a beautiful day. It's supposed to freezing rain and be disgusting tomorrow. So thought I'd get my outside time in today. Hello and welcome to Vloguary. I'm Martha of Wild Spruce Knits. If you're new here, welcome. If you've seen me before, thanks for tuning in. I have an awkward setup today because I got a new phone and it doesn't fit in the holder that I have for it, so I will have to figure that out. But honestly, I'm not going to be doing a lot of filming here in this setting. This is my office with the weird green wall that I hate. I have a lot of travel and stuff happening this month, which is kind of why I'm doing this month. I really enjoyed watching everybody's Vlogmas, which if you don't know what Vlogmas is, it's a daily vlog leading up to every day in December leading up to Christmas. A lot of knitters participated because they did Advent knitting, so they got a yarn Advent calendar, and they participated because they opened those every day. So that was really fun to watch. I didn't do any Advent knitting, didn't even know that was a thing until this year. I was madly knitting all month and just didn't really have time for anything else. But I really enjoyed watching them, and I decided that January is the longest, coldest, darkest month. So why not do something to keep me entertained and help keep you all entertained if you feel the same way. So I don't exactly know what this is going to look like. I will film videos every day. I might not post them every day because I have, for the next 2 weeks, I have a work assignment that I'm doing not in Anchorage where I live. So I will not be at home. And I will be working 5 days a week for 2 weeks, which is not something that I usually do. So I'll probably be tired, and who knows what that looks like. So I am not committing to posting a video every day, but I will definitely be filming videos every day. And I don't quite know what that's going to look like on the other end of things. So I don't know if I will combine days or how that will look. I will figure that out as I go, but I will do my best to post as many daily videos as I can, just because that was such a fun part of watching Vlogmas. I really felt like I got to know a lot of people that I've never met, and I really enjoyed that. So, and it was kind of like a little mini TV show, right? Like I wanted to know what they were up to, how their travel was going, how, what happened to their kid in the story that they told 2 days ago. So it was really fun to follow along on all that. So I'm not claiming that my life is interesting, but I have some interesting things that I'm doing this month. So I thought that this would be a good opportunity to do that. It might make, if I ever do this again, it might make that seem really boring. But I thought, why the heck not? I need a project that's not knitting directly related to knitting. So why not give it a try? So I waited a really long time to film this video because I'm very tired. It is January 1st. It's dark outside now, which is why the lighting in my office is such an awkward color. And because I just have my one artificial light here. And New Year's around here is not, it's not our favorite holiday. I have two dogs, neither one of them like fireworks, and our neighborhood often sounds like a war zone on the 4th of July and New Year's. Both of the dogs get medications, but Griffin, the younger dog, doesn't always work very well, and he kind of gets himself worked up and he won't calm down. This year, for the first year, he tried to break out of his kennel. Usually I give them their medications and I make a white noise tunnel downstairs with fans and a noise machine, and it's usually pretty good. But there were a lot of much more close fireworks happening, and they didn't like that. And Griffin tried to break out of his kennel. He hurt himself, so I had to let him out, and then he was all over the place. And I was up until 2 o'clock this morning with him because I couldn't just leave him to hurt himself, and I couldn't let him destroy the house. So we're going to have to make a new plan for 4th of July and New Year's next year because this plan not working very well. My other dog, she gets one medication called trazodone, which is an anti-anxiety, antidepressant medication used in humans as well, but it makes you sleepy. So she just sort of zones out, goes to sleep, and just doesn't care. It really makes her not care. The other dog doesn't work so well on him. So I guess we're going to go to the vet sometime between now and July and figure that out. Anyway, I'm very tired. I got off to a very slow start this morning. I went back to bed. I got up at 7 and I went back to bed for 2 hours. And I've had 3 cups of coffee and it's now almost 5 o'clock. And I'm sort of just now feeling like maybe I'm getting going. I have a lot to do. I'm leaving for my work assignment tomorrow morning, early, first thing. So I live in Anchorage. If you don't know me, I live in Anchorage, Alaska, and I am a knitter and a nurse practitioner. So Wild Spruce Knits is it's not really a side hustle. I don't like that term. It is a legitimate business, but it is not my full-time income. I'm a nurse practitioner. I work part-time as a nurse practitioner. I work in an aesthetics clinic in Anchorage, but I also do what's called locums work. So I contract with a company who finds temporary medical providers to fill. It's kind of like being a substitute teacher, but for medical providers. So I live in Anchorage, Alaska. I am going to Juneau, Alaska tomorrow morning to do a 2-week assignment down there. I'm not going to tell you exactly where it is because that's not important. So I'm doing a 2-week assignment down there. My significant other is going to stay here with the dogs because he has to work. And I'm going to go off on an adventure and we're going to see how that goes. I did something similar this summer. I went to Valdez and that was pretty fun. I went a couple of times to the same place. So that was fun. So it's just kind of like a fun way to do something different. I'm really lucky in that my clinic job here in Anchorage allows me to take time off, reschedule my patients. I only work there part-time, so it's not super complicated to take time off. But I feel really lucky that I'm able to do that because I also really enjoy doing other things. So that is what I'm doing tomorrow. My flight leaves at like 7:30 or something like that, which, whatever, it's fine. At least I'll get there. I will have time to go to the grocery store. I'm staying in a house, which was provided as part of this assignment. So I'm looking forward to it. The people at the clinic, I've had some contact with them via email and they seem really great. So I'm looking forward to that. But I've done nothing other than a load of laundry to get ready to go. I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. That means that I have to figure out what I want to wear for 2 weeks and what other things I need to take with me, what knitting projects I'm taking with me, and yeah. And also the last time I did this, I was driving, so it didn't matter how much stuff I took with me because I could just put it all in my car and take as much stuff as I wanted. This time I have to fly because the only way to get to Juneau is via the ferry or airplane. So I have to fly, which just means that I can check 3 bags for free, but I don't need to take 3 bags. I'm definitely I think I'm going to take two because I think I'm just going to take two smaller bags rather than one giant bag just because it's easier to manage. I don't know. We'll see. I have to do that tonight. I also need to figure out what we're going to eat for dinner because I spent all day trying to not be sleepy on the couch. So that is my introduction to Vloguary. Again, we're just going to see how this evolves. And I hope that you will follow along. I hope that you enjoy this. I will do my best. That was a terrible introduction. Like I said, I'm very tired. I will probably explain some more things as I go. I am going to go start some dinner and have something to drink other than coffee because I've had 3 cups of coffee and maybe like half a glass of water, which is insufficient. I'm feeling very thirsty, and hopefully I'll put some electrolytes in it. Hopefully that will pep me up. We will see how that goes. Dinner is going to be something that comes out of the freezer and goes into the oven, and I don't have to deal with it because that is where we're at today. Not the greatest way to start out the new year, but I am not one for, like, I don't ever feel like the new year is starting over. So I'm more of a like springtime start over kind of person, or like new beginnings type of person, because I live in Alaska. January is dark. Oftentimes it's very cold, and it just doesn't feel like anything new is beginning again. We are still in like hibernate mode. We have 5.5 hours of daylight here. That is one thing I'm very excited to do, to have when I go to Juneau. So Juneau is 500 miles away from Anchorage by airplane. I don't know, it's sort of southeast, so I don't know how much directly south it is, like how many miles directly south it is, but I'm going to gain an entire hour of daylight. They're getting about 6.5 hours of daylight right now, and we're getting about 5.5. So I'm really excited about that because it's just really hard when it gets dark at 3 o'clock or 3:30 and doesn't get light until 10. That just makes things, I've lived here my whole life. I'm used to it, but sometimes it makes it really hard to get anything done. So I'm going to go get dinner started, figure out what I need to pack, clean up my desk a little bit because it's a disaster after all the December knitting I did. I still have 50%. I'm 50% of the way done with a custom project, so I'm going to have to take that half with me. And then I have some gift knitting that I did not get done. So that is that. Thanks for being here, and I hope you enjoy this.